Welcome back to Fallout 3. We are stood outside Rivet City, ready to go in and learn the secrets of this strange, seaworthy city. There's some alliteration for you. As I said before, it is an old aircraft carrier, somehow stranded in the middle of the DC tidal basin. But it's now a wasteland city. Let's go and find out who lives there and what secrets it actually does hold. So we've got another guy begging for water outside, similar to outside Megaton. There he is.
Please,
Carlos.
I'm dying. I need water.
Can't help, sorry.
Welcome to Rivet City. Please wait while the bridge extends.
Okay. This is a health and safety nightmare. Oh, that guy didn't make it. Oh no. Right. So we're greeted by the gate guard. Harkness.
Hold it right there. State your business in Rivet City.
None of yours. I don't answer to you, pal. So we do have a couple of missions here. Well, yeah, two really. We've got the one from Moira to go and find out the history of the city, and we've also got the next clue to finding our dad through Dr. Lee. So we'll do the research.
Research, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I can't help you there. But you're free to ask around inside. Just don't start any trouble.
Okay. What do you know about Rivet City's history?
I don't exactly have time to worry about the history around here, now do I? I've got to worry about what's happening on it now.
Which is... Why did you all decide to live on this rusty old tub?
We're the safest, most secure city in the wasteland. Nothing can get in here without our say-so.
Well, true. Thanks for the help.
Carry on, then.
So Harkness is... let's just say he's an interesting character who we'll be coming back to a little bit later. We want to go to the marketplace. Okay, so what time is it? Oh, 10:27, so it's actually closed. There is a common room where we can get some rest.
Evening.
Nope, that's not it.
Want to do some buff out? Maybe a little psycho?
No?
It's locked for a reason. Don't put any ideas.
Here is the common room. Is there a free cot?
Hello.
Hello.
Good to see you.
Yes. Right, let's grab some sleep. 9 should do it. Maybe an extra hour, actually. Okay.
Good to
Hello.
see you.
Ooh, all these people. Right, to the marketplace.
Good to see you.
So there's a few people we want to speak to straight away. These guys run the weapon shop, Flak and
Welcome to Flak and
Shrapnel.
Shrapnel's best goddamn weapons anywhere.
That's Brock.
Good to see you. This here is Flak and Shrapnel's gun shop. Pretty catchy, huh? Take a look around. If you see anything you like, I'll be right over here.
Good stuff. This guy doesn't know anything about Rivet City's history, so we can just...
Need to do some killing, eh?
Yes, indeed. You have no idea. We'll just do some trading with this guy. Plenty of Chinese assault rifles. They're both in terrible condition, but we'll buy them as repair items. Any combat armor? No. What else? Take your stims. We've got a few things to sell, I think. Have that jet. And you can have those. And that's pretty much it. Go on then, I'll part with 213 caps.
Another satisfied customer.
Oh, okay, so we can ask him about the history.
Afraid I can't help you, pal. Been here for years, but all I know about the history is that it's a safe place to settle down. Maybe Bannon can help you out. He sure acts like he knows it all.
Mm-hmm. Where can I get a drink?
Try the Muddy Rudder. They don't ask too many questions down on the lower deck.
Cool. So we'll be heading to
If you need more ammo,
the
this is where
Muddy
to get it.
Rudder as part of finding out the history. But let's talk to Bannon first.
Welcome to Potomac Attire. I am Bannon, proprietor and city council member.
Ooh.
I carry discriminating attire for discriminating customers.
How discriminating of you. Let's see. I see you're also a person of refinement.
Between you and me, keeping out the riffraff is good for business.
So why? So you're on the city council.
Dr. Lee, Chief Harkness, and I are all on the council. We meet every Monday morning. I can be very influential, if you know what I mean. Far more than Seagrave Holmes.
Whoever the Seagrave is, you think he's a threat to your influence? It's really none of my business.
Don't want to get mixed up in politics, eh? Don't blame you.
Tell me about the history.
Why, I practically set this whole place up. When I got here 12 years ago, it was just a handful of dead-enders squatting in a rusted-out rowboat. Now I'm on the council, and with my leadership, we're the strongest settlement in the wastes. Of course, a few of those dead-enders still stick around, but who'd want to leave?
Hasn't Rivet City been around for longer than 12 years?
Well, yes, but it was hardly any place of importance until I arrived on the scene. That's all ancient history now. No one would ever care about it. If you insist on wasting your time on that, you could try that bartending old crone down below, Belle Bonnie.
So that's the proprietress of
Come back
the
soon.
Muddy Rudder. So we shall certainly head down and speak. Oh, this is Seagrave Holmes.
Howdy, I'm Seagrave.
Nice
Seagrave
hat.
Holmes. I have a little of just about everything here.
You got a T-51B? No? Then you don't have everything.
A what? Look, if you just want to crack wise, go somewhere else. But if you've got stuff you want to sell, then I'm your man.
So we can ask about the Commonwealth android, which is actually a good idea. Do you know who did the memory transfer on the escaped android?
Yep, old Pinkerton. They say he helped found Rivet City. Must be some sort of crazy genius. He kind of vanished a long time ago. I don't know where he went, but
I do.
you might ask around the ship.
Cool. About the history?
I really wouldn't know. I mean, long as I can remember, she's just been here, soaking up all the repairs and attention we can give her. I grabbed a wrench and joined in the reconstruction pretty much first thing out of the womb, but I never really cared about the politics.
Okay. What can you tell me about the reconstruction?
Oh, well, the old girl had seen a lot of damage, especially where the Mirelurks used to nest, and where the super mutants kept trying to get in. I guess the mutants and the Myers got so busy fighting each other, it gave us the time we needed to make this place shipshape. Does that tell you what you need to know?
Not exactly, no.
Anyway, we're here in Rivet City, and she's in good hands now.
Cool. Bye-bye.
Oh, right. I sort of lose track of time talking about the old girl.
I can tell.
See you later.
Morning.
So time to go below. Oh, this person... Yeah.
You've been rather busy lately. Asking questions, investigating. So is that it? You're some kind of investigator? A detective for hire? Or do you have some kind of personal grudge against an innocent android who simply wants to be left alone? Please tell me. I'd really like to know.
I think you're confusing me with someone else. So the reason she's speaking to me in that particular tone is because she is part of the railroad who protects not just androids but sort of slaves trying to escape as well. Look, whoever this missing android is, I just want to help, okay?
Well, if that's true, then the first thing you need to do is halt your investigation. No more questions. No more searching. The movement I'm involved with, we help his kind escape their Commonwealth-imposed slavery. We help them disappear. You understand?
This conversation's over, Miss Watts. Now step aside. What would you have me do?
You really want help? Take this. It's an internal component from the very android you're searching for. Don't ask how I obtained it. Present it to Dr. Zimmer in Rivet City. Tell him the android is dead and that was on the corpse. He'll believe you. Do that and Zimmer will go back to the Commonwealth and leave that poor soul alone. Do that and you'll have saved a man's life.
Ooh. What's this movement you mentioned?
We call ourselves the Railroad. Our mission is the rescue and salvation of synthetic humanoids. Androids, as they're more commonly known.
What about human slaves? Don't you try and help them too?
Yes, if we are able. But there are others in the wasteland who assist in the plight of human slaves. Our android brethren have only us.
Mm-hmm. Can I join the railroad?
Tell you what. You deliver that component to Zimmer and tell him the android is dead, and you can consider yourself a member in good standing.
Hey, just what I always wanted. Is there a reward?
Of course. If you help me, and thus the android, God and the universe will smile upon you. Is there any better compensation?
Yes, money. Anything else?
Just understand that this android is now, for all intents and purposes, a man. He looks human, he acts human, he believes he is human. But even if he's not, even if he's a machine, he's capable of rational thought and emotion. So you see, his soul is as human as yours or mine. This person, and he is a person, deserves a chance at freedom. Please, if there's a shred of decency in you, don't take that away from him.
Oh, there's a shred, but only a shred.
You know what you need to do.
I do. I need to shoot you in the face. So, go to... Oh no. I want to go back to the stairwell. Hello. And then...
Hey.
Down. And that should be the muddy rudder. Hey. Well, howdy.
What'll you have? I'm Belle Bonnie, and this is the Muddy Rudder. I'll tell you what I tell all the fresh meat. Don't start anything down here, or I'll have Brock kick your ass.
Loud and clear. Nice place you have here.
You must be drunk. Are you gonna order or what?
I'm looking for someone named Pinkerton. Ring any bells?
What a moron. Always going on about how he started Rivet City. Who gives a crap? Right before he disappeared, he was going on about some newfangled contraption he was sure was in the broken bow of the ship.
Any stories about this place's history?
History? What, not enough shit around here already? You need to dig up more?
Absolutely.
Don't know if it ever had an official start. It's just been here forever. Stuck in the river and full of assholes.
I bet someone like you hears lots of stories. Can't you share one?
No, but I can damn sure share a bag of get the hell out of my bar.
Well, aren't you
First one's on the
just
house. Now scram.
charitable? Really? Because Bannon said he organised the entire place himself.
Huh. Why, that lying son of a bitch. He wasn't even born when I got here. Want to know this tub's history? Only person who really knows it is Pinkerton. And most think he's dead or gone. He's holed up in the other half of the ship, and he don't like visitors. He'll set you straight.
Great. Any good
Go
stories?
talk to Vera if you want gossip. I don't talk bad about folks.
Okay, cool. Bye.
I'll be right here when you get thirsty.
Sure you will. Anything of interest in your...
It's locked for a reason.
Ah,
Don't get
yes.
any ideas.
The Muddy Rudder. Look, I'm a bar person. Hey. Right, let's get out of here. Oh, that's Belle's quarters. We don't need to go there. Right, so we are being pointed in the direction of the aft of the ship, I guess you'd call it. So it's that way. You can actually go all the way up to the flight deck, but we don't need to for the purposes of what we're going to do. What we do need to do, however, is equip something that's going to cause us not to take too much radiation poisoning. Take some Radex as well. I'm going to go for a swim. Spladoosh. Light on. And this tunnel is what we're looking for. In fact, we can go that way, or we could probably try picking that lock. I generally go in that way because my lock picking ability isn't really that high by this point, but there might be a chance we can do this. If not, then we can always go back. Is it just my imagination, or did there used to be mines on this piece of gantry? Can we pick it? No, we need 100. Oh well, never mind. Oops. Oh shit, I'm drowning. Oh no. That means we've auto-saved inside. Oh no. Oh no. Stim. Oof. Next time, keep an eye on your goddamn oxygen. Right. I'm going to drown again. So there are Mirelurks in here. Good thing we've got a lot of stim packs, isn't it? Oof. So we need to switch back to our normal armour and our wig. And what we need to do is make our way up through the ship. Hi. Is he behind us? Yeah, that's fine. He can stay there. Right. Up this way. There is a mine or something up here. I need to avoid it. Or is it a trap? I'm going to end up standing on it, aren't I? There it is. And there's the scoped 44 Magnum, which is a fairly decent weapon, actually. I've left all my ammunition for it elsewhere. Something about putting a scope on a pistol like this, I don't know. Doesn't seem right for some reason. Keep my shotgun out. Right, shimmery air, which means there is a trap or a thing that I need to look out for. Can't see anything on there. There it is. I nearly walked straight into it. Disarm. And is the one round here? maybe... I think that's it. Nope. Okay, I think we're okay. I think. So that is an explosive terminal again. Yeah, we still don't have explosives high enough for that. Where's that other mine? Oh well, never mind. Get it? Never mind. And Pinkerton's in here. Hi.
How the hell did you get in here? I suppose you can't be all that bad if you made it this far without dying. This is the part where you tell me what the hell you are doing bothering an old man who obviously wants to be left alone. Get on with it already.
Okay, okay. So we're going to completely disobey what the railroad lady said to not do. Let's discuss the facial reconstruction and mind wipe you did for the android.
What are you talking about, boy? I don't know anything about any of that. And, what did you call it? An android? What's that?
Let's just say it's in your best interest to tell me what I want to know.
Fine, whatever. This android calls himself Harkness now. Comes
What?
in and wants a memory job. I took new memories and replaced his old ones. Don't believe anyone's done that before. Certainly not down here. That Commonwealth tech isn't all that fancy when it comes down to it. I'm also the only one in the wasteland with the skill and the nerve to perform facial surgery. That android flesh ain't so different than ours. You want proof?
Creepy.
I documented the whole thing, so I could rub it in the face of Dr. Lee when I need to rankle her feathers. I hate that snooty bitch.
Yes, she's a bitch. Can we talk about the android now?
You're damn right she's a bitch. Ruined my whole goddamn life. But I can see you don't give a crap about any of that.
No.
Fine. It's all in my computer. Here's the password. See for yourself. Hell, just take these pictures and this holotape. Straight from the synth man's lips. Just don't go telling Harkness, though. He won't believe you anyway. And you really don't want to see him upset. He can be a bit inhospitable.
There's something you aren't telling me, isn't there?
Oh, all right. So maybe I didn't wipe his mind like he asked, but I buried it deep. Almost as good, really. But it's still there. Still accessible. All you need to do is use the recall code. Just say to him, activate A321 recall code Violet, and that will activate the hidden subroutines.
Okay. Tell me about the city's history.
What? I have better things to do than yak about those backstabbers up topside. Now get going.
No. I hear you're the only one who knows the truth about Rivet City's founding.
Ha! Sounds like you've been poking around, all right. I'm surprised any of those reprobates even remember me. Maybe they still laugh about how they edged me out of the council back then. But you can set the record straight.
Yes, I guess I can. It's not exactly my goal. You were on the city council? That's hard to believe.
Well, start believing or start walking. Remnants of the Naval Research Institute cleared the Mirelurks off this wreck about 40 years ago. We were looking for new lab space, and this bucket of bolts just happened to have a well-preserved science bay on it. Everything else just grew up around that lab once we got it up and running. The science team was led by one H. Pinkerton.
So, you used to be in charge. How did you end up here?
That lasted until about 18 years ago, when those ambitious backbiters like Lee and her little team showed up. She came in with her big Purity Project pipe dream, and my whole staff started working with her Those traitors. She even took my seat on the council. By then, I was glad to leave it behind. But hell, if I'm leaving the city I made great.
Nope, you're just going to hide in the broken arse end of it. So, as you might remember, Project Purity... Actually, does it even get mentioned? I don't think it has yet. So Project Purity was the project to develop pure drinking water for the capital wasteland. And our dad, James, was involved in it.
Who cares? It's some hydroponics pipe dream that Lee's been working on forever. Waste of time and effort, I say. Apparently, though, my teams cared more about it than they did about little things like defense systems or making this ship float again. Treacherous bastards, all of them.
Do you have any hard evidence of all this?
Of course I do. A good scientist always keeps track of their data. Here, they probably don't even remember, but I kept the records of that first council meeting. Take them, if it'll put them in their place.
Okay. What do you know about the Android Railroad?
Bunch of bleeding heart morons, if you ask me. They're going to get themselves killed one of these days. And for what? Machine liberation? But they have brought me some really interesting tech over the years, so I guess they're okay. And that android, he was the chance of a lifetime.
So why did you help the android?
Ha! Why do you think? I wanted to crack open that Commonwealth can opener to see what was inside. There's stuff in there I'd only heard about, and even then I didn't believe it. I can see why that Zimmer feller wanted him back so bad.
Okay. Oh yeah, so you can get your face altered by Pinkerton, but we're not going to.
Don't let your guard down.
There is something in your room that I want. Am I hidden? Yes, good. It's mine.
Stay sharp. They're everywhere.
Ooze everywhere.
Don't let your guard down.
Sound like a paranoid old man to me. Right, we can now leave. I don't think there is actually a way through this part of the ship to the upstairs. There's the other thing. And there's a mine there. It was in this room. I do want to be in here because I'd like to disarm those rigged shotguns. And use them to... Oh yeah, we've got to repair our assault rifle as well. There we go. Looking nice. But not weight-wise, we're not. Okay, let's get out of here. So we can open this. And it does mean going back around, but hey. Evening, morning, whatever it is. Right, to the markets.
Nice.
Welcome to Potomac Attire.
Yep.
I think I've seen you in here before.
You have. Okay, I thought we could confront him about his lies.
Good to see you.
I suppose not. So I think this person, Angela,
I'll be right with you.
she
The gate guard said the gunfire
has a crush on the guy who works in the church, and there's a whole quest line there.
Me too.
Oh yeah, this is the broken bit at the back. So
Good to see you.
what's that? A quick fix. Oh, there's the other guy from the weapon shop.
That's locked. And yes, I can see you eyeing him.
Mm-hmm.
Everything looks okay
Also,
here.
while we're here, we can give the Bill of Rights, the Constitution, and the Magna Carta to this guy. So in here is a museum of sorts. The Cultural Preservation Society? Capital Preservation Society, beg your pardon. So we've got all manner of pre-war gubbins knocking around. And here's Abraham... No, what's it called? Abraham Washington? Yeah.
Quite an impressive collection, isn't it? Well, don't be shy. Have a look around. Abraham Washington's the name. Curator of this little slice of American history.
Before you continue, I have the Declaration of Independence.
What? You have the Declaration? Unbelievable!
Yes, I recovered it all by myself.
By bringing this to me, do you realize you've just written yourself into the history books? You're a true American hero, and will be remembered for this glorious day. But enough of that. Allow me to present you with some sort of compensation for your deed.
I have a document you may want, the Bill of Rights.
Oh my! I never expected anyone to find this! I didn't even know it was still intact! Well, certainly a reward is in order for your efforts. How about 100 caps?
Yep.
Thank you very much.
I recovered a copy of the Magna Carta. Interested?
Indeed I am. Although there were several copies made of the document, I certainly never expected to come across one intact. What do you say to 75 caps for it?
Yeah, go on.
Thank you very much.
Is the museum looking to acquire anything else?
Well, yes. Any document of historical significance would be of benefit to the society. However, I am also interested in branching out. Perhaps some interesting artifacts related to our great country's history. Be sure and bring me anything you find along those lines. I'd be happy to compensate you once again.
Okay. Have to go.
Well, I suppose that's goodbye then. Come again any time.
I love it when you rock up to a quest giver's location with the item that they're already going to ask for already in your possession. So there's... What's that? We the people... I think that's the... I don't know. Anyway, lots of documents.
Me too. Nothing is getting through these walls.
Okay. So now we need to find Dr. Lee's science lab. There it is. And Zimmer is here.
For the most advanced scientific center in the capital wasteland, I find your...
Look, Dr. Zimmer, we've been over this. We don't know about your runaway robot, and we don't care. This lab is dedicated to solving real problems.
Yes, yes, yes. But Dr. Lee...
Dr. Lee is trying to save lives, and your constant interruptions are interfering with those efforts. Now please, stand aside.
I'm sure the good doctor's work with water purification is fascinating. But if you only knew what was at stake. The technology in that android...
Can I just interrupt?
You there. What are you, some kind of lab assistant? No, you look a bit more weathered. Are you by any chance for hire?
For hire for what? I'm listening.
This could be an opportunity of a lifetime for you. I've misplaced some very sensitive property, and you will help me find it.
Cut to the chase, Zimmer. What's the job?
You'll be searching for an android. Do you know what an android is? No, I imagine you don't. All you know of robots are those buckets of bolts, those Mr. Handshakers and whatnot. Well, that's not all a robot can be. Not in the Commonwealth. I'm talking about artificial persons that think and feel.
Do you know
and do
who
what
I've
we
just
program them
thought
to?
that voice
And
actor sounds like?
occasionally, they get confused
From
and
the first
wander
Diablo
off.
game, Pepin, the healer in Tristram. I wonder if it is the same person because they sound very similar. So he We can tell him that it's Harkness. We're not going to do that. We can tell him it's dead, give him the component. Or we can just argue the toss. Let's do the component.
What? Let me see that. This is a neuroservo. Unique to the A321. And you say you got this from his corpse? I suppose there's no other way you could have obtained it. Well, damn it. I was afraid this would happen. Out here in this...
Also,
this
I found out
well, here's 50
fairly
caps for your
recently
troubles.
that
Try
the
to buy
guy
yourself an
who
education
voices
out here in this
Mikhail
hell.
in
Good day.
Skyrim, in the Bannered Mare, is the same guy who voices Myron in Fallout 2.
I don't think you're him.
So we've done that. Anna Holt is one of the other doctors in here, scientists. She's not very helpful.
Watch it, will you?
Oops, sorry, I've just knocked over all your vegetables. Garza's like the lab assistant.
I'm going to need you to move some equipment shortly.
He's the lifty, carry type. And this is Dr. Lee.
Look, this is a restricted area. I'm tired of telling you people. It's you. My heavens, you look so much like him. You're James's son, aren't you? What are you doing here?
I'm looking for James. You know my father. Wait, how do you know who I am? Have we met?
You were too young to remember, and I suppose James never spoke of me. Typical. I'm Dr. Madison Lee. I worked with your parents many years ago. Now I run the science lab here in Rivet City. It was all I had left. When your mother died, your father decided to leave with you. He abandoned our work. We had no choice but to do the same.
Can you tell me more about my parents?
I suppose so. I worked with them for several years until your mother died, and your father decided it was time to leave. What else do you want to know?
I never knew my mother. What can you tell me about her?
Yes. Your mother was... well, she was a good woman. A very dedicated scientist. Your father loved her very much. It was a shame that she died. She had been excited to meet you.
Oh. What was my father like back then?
James? He was very driven, determined to change the world. Well, we all were back then, I suppose. He was focused on two things, really. Making Project Purity work, and your mother. When she died, I think he gave up. I know he wanted to keep you safe, but I think part of what he did was run away. But it seems that he never really was able to get over the idea. I'm frankly shocked that he waited all this time, and wants to try again.
What? How did my mother die? What happened?
Complications from childbirth. None of us were expecting it. We weren't as prepared as we could have been. You have to understand, we were struggling with scavenged, derelict equipment. We did everything we could.
You weren't prepared? My mother is dead! Whatever, I never knew her anyway. Ooh, callous. I understand, I'm sure you did everything you could.
Yes. Well, I'm sorry it wasn't enough.
Let's talk about something else.
Okay.
Tell me about this project you worked on with my father.
Project Purity, we called it. What do you want to know?
What was the point of it?
It was simple, really. Fresh, clean water for everyone. Such a simple idea, and yet so impossible to realize. The plan was to build a facility that could purify all the water in the tidal basin at once. No radiation, no muck, just clear water. It just turned out to be more difficult than we anticipated.
Yeah. Why did you stop working on it? What happened?
You happened. It wasn't just you. We had more problems than we could handle already.
Don't
Your
I
birth
feel a
is
bit
what
awkward?
Finally pushed it over the edge. Your father decided that you were more important than everything we'd been working for, and he left. He left all of us. Once he was gone, the Brotherhood decided we weren't worth their time anymore. Without their protection, we had to abandon the purifier.
Okay, why didn't it work?
We had the basic principles down. We understood most of the science behind it, but the radiation in the area is so pervasive. Small-scale tests were fine, but anytime we tried to test the process on a larger scale, it was just too much.
Damn.
Maybe if we'd had more time, or better equipment.
Maybe.
Okay.
I'm trying to find my father. Have you seen him?
You mean you haven't? I assumed he sent you here.
No.
For that matter, aren't you supposed to be in a vault? James said he left you there.
I left the vault to look for him.
Did you? I was under the impression that's exactly the opposite of what he wanted for you.
Pretty much.
Well, you won't find him here. He's come and gone already.
And stop wasting my time and tell me where he is. I'm sorry, could you please tell me where he's gone?
Your father insisted that we return to work on Project Purity. I tried telling him too much time has passed. There's no way it would work. Predictably, he refused to listen to me. He says he can prove it will work and headed off to the old lab. I'm sorry, I don't know what else to tell you.
That's fine. Where is the old lab?
It's in the old Jefferson Memorial Building, northwest of here. Please, don't go after him. It was foolish of him to even think about going there alone.
Well, I am a badass, so
Good luck finding your father.
I don't need to worry about that. Cool, so we've killed a number of birds with multiple stones. We head back to the marketplace. See if we can find thingy railroad lady.
Good to see you.
Is she still stood by that door, or has she buggered off? He's gone. Where's she gone?
Stay chill, dude.
Okay, there you are.
You did a good thing delivering that component to Zimmer, telling him the android was dead. For that, I'm going to entrust you with some information.
Ooh.
The android's transformation was done by a man named Pinkerton, here in Rivet
Old
City.
news.
He's hidden down in the broken fore section of the ship.
I know.
You'll need to swim to reach him. But if you're inclined, Pinkerton can perform a facial reconstruction on you as well. It won't disguise your identity, but you'll be able to experience life in a new skin.
Yep. What else can you do?
We'd best not be seen speaking with each other further. If you want a new face, the android's transformation,
So that's everything we can do in terms of that.
Welcome to the Weatherly.
Ah, Vera's also another character that plays a part in here. So you might remember we were approached by a young boy before we crossed the bridge over to the Anchorage War Memorial, Brian Wilkes. When you finish his quest line, you come back and speak to Vera, because I think they're related.
Is there a problem?
Where's the thing? Zimmer thought you were an android. Don't worry, I set him straight.
I knew there was something about that guy I hated. An android? Good lord. Anyway, thanks for talking to him for me. I appreciate that.
Oh, damn, we can't get it now.
Carry on, then.
Crap. So he gives you a plasma rifle. His particular plasma rifle. Damn it. I think you need to use Pinkerton's code on him before you speak to the railroad lady. Or do any of the nice stuff. Damn. Okay, never mind. So now we can head back to Megaton and finish the... What's its face? The survival guide. That's pretty much it done now. I think. What do we do? The...
Good to see you.
Robco... No, stop running after me. Damn it.
You've done so much for us. I want you to have this.
Thanks. Squirrel stew. Oh, thank you. Sharing some home cooking. I love it. Hello.
Any luck finding out how Rivet City got started?
I did. I found the real history. After a lot of searching, I've got the real history of Rivet City.
Aha! Not just as easy as asking around, was it?
No.
Good information takes real work to uncover after all. So, tell me all about it.
It began as a research station, which is why it's still a scientific haven.
With the protected location and resources that came from those scientific advances, I can definitely see how it grew so quickly. A bit of smarts leads to a big reward, huh? Speaking of which, in thanks, have a few of these The next time you've got to be quick on your wits. Oh, and I'll let the Rivet City traders know they'll be favorably mentioned in the book.
Woo!
You'll get a discount buying gear from them in the future.
Super. And now my research for your book is completed, isn't it?
Yes, that concludes our exceptional expert endeavor.
Yay.
I have to admit, I was worried it would go over some people's heads, but it should be fine. For all your hard work, I want you to have this mini nuke. I kept meaning to use it to dig a well, but honestly, it just makes me nervous. Now, I just need to do a few last tweaks, and it'll be ready to print and distribute. Thanks for all the help.
It certainly was an epic piece of work. So is the final product worth it?
Oh my, it's brilliant. Even I'm astounded by my genius. Oh, no, it's more than that. By our genius.
Correct.
I'll share these with the traders, and soon everyone will know about the Wasteland Survival Guide. But now, the very first copy of our book goes to you.
Yeah.
It wouldn't nearly be as good without your input. You're the real Wasteland Survival Guru.
Well, you're not wrong. As a result of your painstaking research for the Wasteland Survival Guide, your survival skills have improved. Cool. I have to go.
Remember, I'll buy whatever you're selling.
Lovely. So in Fallout New Vegas, you do come across a copy of the Wasteland Survival Guide. It's in a caravan just outside of Good Springs, I think. Is it? Oh, I think it's a miscellaneous item. Yeah, we can't actually use it. But we have just increased our survival skills. Is there a survival stat skill? I don't know what survival skills it actually increases, but never mind. We've got any scrap. Right, we're going to take care of a few things around Megaton, and then we'll carry on with the questing. You know, sometimes it's nice to sit here with your wig on outside your wasteland shack in your pilfered enemy combat armour, with the blood of innocents all over your hands, a combat shotgun slung over your back. Just contemplate the world. Anyway, right, that's enough of that. Where are we going? So we've got a couple of things that we can do. The Outcast radio signal is the Fort Independence that we went past in the last episode. We've also got some of the DLC that we can go and do, but we won't go and do any of this until... Well, I'm planning on finishing the main story quest before we do any of the DLC. So, we'll carry on with the main story quest for now. So we're heading back to the Jefferson Memorial, which was that sort of dome-shaped building just outside of Rivet City. World map. Yes, please. Oh god, I've got such an itchy nose. Right. So we actually want to go in there. You can't really see much of the memorial itself. It's all kind of inside there. But as you can see, all the pipes are coming out of this into the water. So there's obviously some kind of function for this building relating to the water in DC. So in we go. Now there are enemies in here. Ooh. And there's some turret systems as well. So I want to take... Oh god. Take out his legs. And then run away like a coward. I got caution. Caution. Let's deactivate the turrets. Murderous. What a lucky guess. Deactivate turret system. Thank you. Let's check out what there is around here. Bling. So this isn't useful just yet. And there's going to be nobody on the intercom. But scattered around this location are some logs that give some insight into what's been happening. Where's all the mutants gone? Oop, there's a dead one. I'll take that. So, what we got, what we got, what we got. Nope. Yep. What's that? Got a safe with not much in it, except a plunger. Empty suitcase. Okay. Hi. Pow 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 pow. Ow. Grenade. So we'll start on this side and work our way around. Mm-hmm. The last thing you'll ever see. Ooh, I can see him over there. What a shot, if I do say so myself. Okay. Let's repair the rifle. I'm sure it's taken some wear and tear damage. Yes. Yes, it has. Right, I think that's everything cleared out. Just trying to remember if there are any journal entries on this level. There's some science equipment. Oh, God, there's a centaur. Correction, was a centaur. Wherever there's super mutants, there is likely to be centaurs. It doesn't look as though there's any pick-upable journal entries on this floor. Take the Nuka-Cola. Take that every day of the week. Right, yeah, nothing up here. Oh, to the sub-basement. And this is where, quite literally, the magic happened. There are super mutants about. Let's chuck on a stealth boy. I think they're all beneath us. They're also very beneath us. Insta mash. Oh God! How did you? Okay, guess it's not as stealthy as it's supposed to be. That grenade seemed to take a hell of a long time exploding. Oh, that's a master. Crap. Don't want to be stood there taking that. Let's drop mine behind us. Does make it a little bit difficult trying to see what we're doing. You still following? Good God. Ooh. Okay. Stealth boy usage was less than successful there. Store is not powered. Gore bag not doing us any favours this time. Okay. I don't think there's anything interesting in here. Oh yes, there is. Right, so we've got some journal entries. Let's start listening to them. What am I doing? Some notes. Entry 7.
I am at a loss. My beloved wife is gone. In her place is my son, small and helpless. As much as this place means to me, as much as it meant to Catherine, this is no place for an infant, especially an infant without his mother.
Ooh.
It's time to go. The project was in trouble before, both internally and externally. Progress has come to a halt, both because our recalculations have gotten us nowhere, and because the mutant attacks occur several times a day. I regret that it has come to this. I know that if I leave, our work may come to an end. Madison has never been on the best of terms with the Brotherhood. Aside from Scribe Rothschild, he'll tolerate none of them. If she's the one dealing with them, who knows what will happen? It breaks my heart to go. But I must put the needs of my child before my own.
Yes, indeed. So from that little excerpt, it sounds as though Madison Lee was less than cooperative with the Brotherhood, and that might have soured relations a little bit. Although, undeniably, it was James sodding off that kind of broke the camel's back. It's one of those situations that it's like, it was everybody's fault and nobody's fault in particular. At least that's how it seems. Okay, can't do anything with that just yet. Here's another one. Better Days. Oh, and we've got all these ones as well. So, start from the beginning.
So, here I am, back where it all began. Project Purity. God, we wanted to change the world. We really thought the waters of life could be a reality.
Yeah, it looked like you were changing the world.
This is a momentous occasion.
One whiskey bottle at a time.
Because even after 19 years, I still believe it. Project Purity can and will be operational. This is just the beginning.
Ooh.
This is day 2 of my attempt to resurrect this project. I've got one of the portable fusion generators up and running, but it's just enough to power the emergency lighting and a couple of other systems. That will serve for now, but I'll need help powering up the mainframe. Time to visit Madison at Rivet City. I spoke with Dr. Lee, Madison, at Rivet City. It went about as well as I expected. That is to say, she thinks I'm completely mad. How can I blame her? She's got her own life, her own team, and is making real, tangible scientific progress. Here I come again, the very paragon of failure and false promises. But the reality is, I need Madison and whatever scientific team she may have assembled. I can't do this myself. Project Purity is bigger than me. It always was. And without Catherine, God, I can't let this die. Not again. Not like this.
Not like this. Okay. Let's just make sure this area is clear before I start playing any more entries. And indeed, if there are any more entries to be found. Ooh, pistol. Dandy boy apples. We'll take them. Some pork and beans. What's in the suitcase? Carton of cigarettes. Oh yeah. Okay, I think that's everything cleared out now. There's a baseball bat there. Okay, let's play the last entry. Oh, well.
Well, here we are again. Project Purity and me. It's been close to 20 years since my last entry, since I left all of this behind to make a life for my son. We've spent that time in Vault 101, tucked away from the rest of the world. It wasn't perfect, but it was safe, and that's all I could have hoped for. Now, my son is a grown man, handsome, intelligent, confident, just like his old man. And as hard as it was to admit it, he doesn't need his daddy anymore.
There's supposed to be an entry in here that details where he's actually gone. Did I miss it? I wonder if it's upstairs. Oh yeah, and there's an entry that says better days.
That batch of tests was inconclusive, but Madison and I are convinced it's a problem with the secondary filtration system. We're going to recalibrate the equipment and try again tomorrow, so that... James, please. I'm trying to work. Now's not the time. So that's the next step. Assuming we get the results we need, we'll move on to... James! Stop! I need to finish these notes. We'll move on to diagnosing the issues with the radiation dampeners. That should... Ow! James! Now? We really shouldn't.
As your son, I don't think I should be listening to this. But I guess that's how we came into the world. Oh yes, it's in the rotunda. Of course. There are mutants in here as well. There's one right now. Shoot his legs. Damn it.
Game's over!
Game's over! Not quite. Get the old laser rifle out. Grenade? Grenade! Oh, it's a super mutant master. Let's go for the head, I guess. Oh, he's got a super sledge. Don't want to get hit by that. Oh, I'm going to get hit by that. Probably many times. So the super sledge is pretty good in terms of damage, but it's slow as hell. So we shan't be using that. Can we move past these barrels? If I just sort of drag them out of the way. Yes. No. That's daft. That looks like we should be able to get through there. Oh well. Back we go. Oops. So we've got some more logs to read in here. Boom, boom, boom. Anything else? 1. Bit 3. Consoles without power. Okay, that's useless. Auxiliary input. The panel allows for the input of additional filtration chemicals. Okay, that's not much use to us now.
To be honest,
oops, wrong one.
Even in Vault 101, my work on Project Purity never really stopped. Soon after we arrived, My nightly routine included sneaking into restricted areas, searching for, I don't know, whatever I could find. It was a Voltec facility after all. The place was built with some of the most advanced technology this country had ever developed. Those excursions never turned up anything particularly useful. So, one night, after half a bottle of scotch, I broke into the overseer's office. It was easy enough to hack his console, gain access to the restricted files. Most of it was garbage. Propaganda, spy reports, just plain rambling bullshit, really. But there was one thing, one name that stood out amongst all the others. Dr. Stanislaus Braun. I knew of Braun's work, of course. He was a celebrity in his day, Voltec's sorcerous scientist, leaving his peers in awe of his technological wizardry. But it was in Vault 101 that night in the Overseer's office I first learned of Braun's involvement in Voltec's Social Preservation Program and his work on something called GEC, the Garden of Eden Creation Kit.
Hey.
To be honest, the GEC sounded like pure fantasy, even for someone of Braun's capabilities. It was nothing short of a miracle. A terraforming module capable of producing life from complete lifelessness. But not only was this thing a reality, it was actually distributed to several vaults to be used after an atomic war. Vault 101 was, sadly, not on that list. I did some digging and discovered Braun's name on the reservation list for a Vault 112. I'm no slouch, but this man, he could have easily succeeded where I failed. Does his collected knowledge remain within the halls of Vault 112? Journals, holotapes, computer records, maybe even experiments. If I could gain access to just a fraction of Braun's genius, Project Purity would become a reality.
Guess where we're going next?
I'm off to Vault 112 to search for anything of Braun's that might help me get this purifier up and running. All I know is that it's west of some place called Evergreen Mills, and it's well hidden in some sort of garage. But I'll find it. I have to. It's so close, but that's the story of Project Purity, isn't it? An eternity of almost theirs. Let's see if Braun is the missing puzzle piece.
I think perhaps it's a good bet he does. So we're off to Vault 112. I think that's what's listed on our quest thing. Yep. So let's travel out to the west and find the entrance to the vault. Do you remember me saying I wonder when I'm going to come across a death claw? There it is. And I'm not going anywhere nearer. Right, after that pants-crappingly close call, when I just wandered off the beaten path, straight into a Deathclaw campground, I'm going to beat a hasty retreat. I am pretty much where I want to go. Did a bit of exploring on the way down. So I'll just show you where we are on the map now. So we're down right in the corner. We're going over there. And just stopped by these places on the way down. I thought that Agatha's shack was out here somewhere where you give the sheet music to. But I can't find it, so I'm probably in the wrong place. Never mind. We've got other things to be doing. Girder Shade is down there. And there's a very interesting Nuka-Cola museum. And I think you get a quest from the lady who curates it to collect 30 bottles of Nuka-Cola Quantum and bring it back to her. But that's certainly not a quest I'm going to be doing right this moment. So Smith Casey Garage should be up here. And that's our entrance into Vault 112. Also came across a raider who wasn't so bothered about putting their missile launcher away to enter close combat. So we ended up with both our legs crippled. Shotgun's taken a bit of a pounding as well. Eat that. Got some crippled legs, have we? Looking slightly less cocksure, hmm? Yes. That's what I thought. So there's our garage. Nothing else nearby. It's our bloatfly. Looks like a Protectron, actually. It's a dead Protectron, if it is one. Because that looks like another giant scorpion over there. Oh, I chose another perk because we leveled up. I have the Silent Running perk. So you gain additional 10 points to sneak, and running no longer factors into a successful sneak attempt. So we can do this. Not have to sneak about. Like that. We can actually effectively sneak while moving at top speed in crouch. And here we are. Smith Casey's garage. Up the road is... oh, that thing. Yes, crap. I really shouldn't have got its attention. It's alright, I've got some pulse grenades, so we might be okay. Oh! Take it back, we're not going to be okay. I take it back. Everything I said was a lie. Oh, and there's a goddamn scorpion. It's all gone horrifically wrong. Get away. Whoa! Right. I'm going to hope that the scorpion that was chasing me was caught in at least some of that nonsense. That's a missile coming my way. And this is a pulse grenade coming yours. Eat it. No! Let's clear this goddamn mess. Right. Now you're in open ground. Have one. Quickly relocate. Chuck another one. Oof, that was a good one. Probably finish it off with... There we go. Thank you very much. Anyway, as I was saying, there's a military checkpoint up here. Gives us lots of danger, warning sign. Is that a super mutant? Oh, it's Uncle Leo. I've not bumped into Uncle Leo in in such a long time. Hey.
You haven't shot at me yet. That's different.
I just wanted to get a good look at your ugly mug before I blew it away. Who are you? I've never met a friendly super mutant before.
I was driven out by my brothers. I tried to get them to understand that there was more to life than fighting and killing, but they wouldn't listen. Now I wander the wasteland, hoping to find some meaning to life before I die.
Okay. How'd you get the name Uncle Leo?
I don't know. I've always called myself that. Maybe it was my name before I became this. Maybe I read it in a book a long time ago.
You said before I became this. What did you mean?
Maybe you don't know where we come from. Super mutants, I mean. We aren't born this way. We are created in the cold, dark, metal place where my brothers bring their captives, endlessly trying to make more of us. It was something I could not do. I tried to get them to stop, but they wouldn't listen. They would have killed me if I had not run away.
Okay, I have to go.
I'm glad you stopped by to see me.
And so he lollops off into the setting sun. Okay. Some ammunition. Another laser rifle. Could have sworn there was more to that. More to this than that, but... Oh, I guess not. Anything on the back of these trucks? Oh yeah, some healing stuff. Up you get. Go on. Skeleton. And then I think when we get to that point, it just tells us we can't go any further or something like that. There's something over there. An iBot. Let's just quickly have a look and see what this is, because I think this is the furthest edge of the map. Oh no, it's not. We're just moving further away from where we need to be. That's got raiders in it. Yeah, okay. I suddenly don't care. We've got a vault to explore. And a dad to find. Ah, there is more. Could have sworn there was. Right. Let's go. Now that that bloody assault droid's taken out most of the... What is it? A sentry bot. Oop. Off in a hurry somewhere. Where are you going? I've left the stove on! Okay. Okay. Smith Casey's garage. I love the fact that mole rats don't attack me, but I'm causing them to be on fire. Blah. Okay. Take that. Take that. Oh, that opened that. Just in case you're wondering what the hell I was doing. Gun cabinet. Take that. Oh, yeah, I also forgot to mention I put my 10mm pistol... Oh, no, I didn't put my 10mm pistol away. I might have put my original one away and forgot to reassign submachine gun to that slot. Because I figured there's no point me using a pistol when I've got something that fires the same ammunition but also does rapid fire as well. Somebody tells me there's a bobblehead round here as well. I said that last time, but never did find one. So I'm probably mistaken again. What's in the trunk? Take that. Ooh, there's the thing. Tumblers. Aid. Tumblers today. Mm-hmm. Ah, there's a Nuka-Cola Quantum down there. I'll have that. The floor's still on fire. Never mind. Right, down into the depths we go. So this is actually the secret entrance to the vaults. Vault 112. Open sesame. Hi. And we'll close it up again, just to be kind. Closing all doors after us, like a conscientious vault dweller. Hello.
Welcome to Vault 112, resident. According to sensors, you have arrived 202.3 years behind schedule.
Whoopsie
Please
doopsie.
redress in your Vault Tech issued vault suit before proceeding. If you have misplaced your suit, I am authorized to distribute a new one. Once dressed, please proceed down the stairs to the main floor so that you may enter your assigned Tranquility Lounger.
Tranquility Lounger, eh?
I'm sorry, but I am not
Right, so we need to put on our vault suit.
at liberty to chat right now.
Oh, nope, not that one. So we're in our Vault 112 jumpsuit. Is there anything we can do?
Please take a seat in the nearest available.
Clinic. Let's check this out. Got some lockers. Ooh, Merc cruiser suit in there. Well, that's all about. Oh, recon helmet. Oh, weighs too much. So here we have a very sterile looking clinic, and there are the tranquility pod chamber things. What's this building? This is more of the clinic. Mentats, I'll take those. Take those. What else have we got in the lockers? Nothing. Okay. Ooh. Let's see what's on the other side, and then we'll head down. This is down. This is down. So let's not go that way just yet. Ooh. Hi.
Hello, sir.
It's Overseer's office. Can we get in? Requires key. We do not have key. Okay. Guess we've got no choice at the moment but to head down to the pod. So let's have a look and see who's here. Unoccupied. M. Simpson. Display resident status. Pulse 92 BPM. BP 150 over 80. Sorry. Temperature 98.9. Respiratory rate 20 per minute, something. Stress level elevated. Okay, we've got M. Henderson here. Status 82 BPM, 110 over 70, 98.3 Fahrenheit. What's his stress level? Nominal. Or their stress level, I don't know if it's a him or a her. Unknown. Unverified resident status. Warning, possible program corruption. Unable to verify resident ID. Please consult supervisor. Stress level elevated. Okay. Who's in there, I wonder? Is it that one? Who could it be? Does it look familiar? That's creepy. Everyone looks very disturbing in there. So who else have we got on this side? W. Foster. Resident status, 72 BPM, 115 over 80, 98.4 Fahrenheit. How are you doing in there? Stress level nominal. Good, good, good. B. G. Nussbaum. Nussbaum, however you pronounce that. 75 BPM, 118 over 82, 98.7 Fahrenheit. Nominal stress levels. P. Nussbaum. 82 BPM, 121 over 80, 97.9. Nominal stress level. T. Nussbaum. Ooh, 112 BPM, 130 over 90, 98.9. Oh, we already looked at you. Nominal. J. Rockwell. 87 BPM, 140 over 85. Elevated stress level. 85 BPM, 140 over 90. Elevated stress. Unoccupied. So that's ours. If we hop in here. I think this flashes quite a bit, so anyone who's sensitive might want to look away. Tranquility Lane! So we're a young boy, apparently, for some reason. Dog! Or doc. Bark. Good doggy. Bark, bark.
Oh, someone new to play with. What good luck I have lately. I was just starting to get bored. Oh, we're going to have so much fun.
Oh, I wouldn't count on it. And you are?
I'm Betty. I live here on Tranquility Lane. Want to play a game?
No. No thanks, no games for me.
You don't get to say no. If I want to play a game, you're going to play. And I want to.
Look, kid. I'm not interested in playing games.
I said I want to play a game. It's easy.
I heard you.
You make Timmy Nussbaum cry. And I'll help you. If you don't, then I guess you're stuck here.
Actually, that's not true. So, in one of these houses, I'm not going to make Timmy cry, because that's just mean. It's not the Dithers residence. That's the one. So we've got various items in this house that make noises. So there's a certain order. Nope. Oops. Can't remember what the order is. There we go. And that opens this failsafe terminal, which we can then ping on. So let's read Dr. Brown's logs. Toucan Lagoon. I've finally come to the realisation that the Toucan Lagoon simulation has run its course. I'm tired of the beating sun and ceaseless pounding of the lagoon's waves upon the shore. I no longer take pleasure in watching Simpson wither away from scurvy, or hearing Newsbaum's screams as he's devoured by the mako shark. I am quite simply bored. It's time to reset the simulation once again. I haven't been skiing in ages. Okay, we've got Slalom Chalet. Yesterday, Dithers slipped on the chalet's icy stairs, went airborne and managed to impale herself on the wrought iron fence. It was spectacular and completely and utterly random. Is there anything more sublime than that bold crimson on fresh fallen snow? It was almost enough to make me reconsider a change of scenery, but not quite. 23 years is a long enough vacation in the Swiss Alps. I long for something more domestic. Okay. And that led us to Tranquility Lane. I have surprised myself. I find Tranquility Lane comforting. Although distinctly American, it somehow reminds me of Cronach, the town of my childhood. There's a beautiful irony with this particular simulation as well. The residents here are naturally at home, naturally safe. When I toy with them, when their suburban illusion is suddenly broken, it's that much more satisfying. I do believe we shall all remain here in Tranquility Lane for a very long time. A very long time indeed. No, actually we won't. Access Chinese invasion program. So let's have a look. There are days I consider finally pulling the plug, as it were, and putting a permanent end to both this simulation and my life. That is the reason I requested installation of General Chase's Chinese invasion program after all. By disabling the safety protocols, I have ensured that each subject in Vault 112 will physically die if their in-simulation avatars are killed. Real-world death, end of simulation, perfect failsafe. At least it would have been, if not for my own misjudgment. I knew when the simulation first went online that the secondary safeties, those established for all Vault Tech and military personnel, would prevent my own real-world demise in the event of a failsafe execution. In the end, I would kill the subjects and save myself. I wouldn't want it any other way, or so I thought. It's true the failsafe would scare the living hell out of every resident in Tranquility Lane and lead to their brutal deaths, but then what about me? I have no ability to disable my own safety from within the simulation, and any other avatars I could create would be driven by the simulation's AI routines, not actual living, thinking human subjects. Where's the fun in tormenting a machine? And so, the release of the real-world subjects is more than they deserve, more than I could bear. They'd be dead, and I'd be left here in Tranquility Lane, alone and tragically bored for all eternity. I can think of nothing more unacceptable. That kind of reminds me of Am, the machine from Harlan Ellison's I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. So, Dr. Brown, here is the revised code for the military training program you've expressed interest in. I'm not sure exactly what you want with it, and again I stress that this program was never designed to be run with civilian equipment. Frankly, I don't expect any system you have access to can even run it. But if you can run this program with the failsafes off, as requested, your real-world test subjects will die if killed in the simulation. It goes without saying that officially I denied your request. General Constantine Chase, US Military Training Program, 923B, Chinese Invasion. Purpose: simulate a communist incursion on US soil. Documentation cold. New protocols enacted. Disable safety protocols 1 through 6. Override target acquisition. Test subjects will experience real-world termination. Proceed with extreme caution. Initiate. So that should activate the communist invasion of America. Let's go outside and see what's going on. Oh, dearie me. Hi, guys. Everything appears to be fine here. This is exactly as it should be. Let's take a quick look at these commandos. Can we pickpocket them? They look very angry, don't they? Oh dear. I think you got him, chaps. I like the fact the objective still pops up as make Timmy Newsbaum cry. Well, if this ain't going to make him cry, I don't know what is. Hi.
Do you realize what you've done? You've triggered the failsafe.
That's not a little
Ruined
girl's voice.
Everything. The subjects will die, and I'll be stuck here in this hell alone.
Mm-hmm.
You ruined everything. Everything.
I certainly did. It's all over now. Shut. It's all over now. Shut up and answer my questions. That's a little bit oxymoronic, don't you think?
It is not over. It is not over until I say so. Do you understand me? I
just want things to go back the way they were.
Tell me exactly who you are, who you really are.
My name is Stanislaus Braun. I'm a Vault-Tec scientist. I created this simulation for Vault-Tec, but for myself as well. It was my own design, my own perfection. A better reality than any other. Far greater than my work on the Gek.
Tell me about the Gek.
The Garden of Eden.
The Garden
Creation
of
Kit.
Eden Creation Kit.
It was for terraforming, for restoring the world after a nuclear disaster. Unstable technology, and ultimately boring. Why remake the old reality when instead you could create any reality you choose?
Interesting. Tell me about this place, about Tranquility Lane.
It is my greatest achievement. The best of the many simulations I've run in these 200 years.
I played with the others, but they bored me. This version never grew old. It amused me over and over and over again.
Okay. Came here for my father. Now, where is he?
He's been right here the whole time. And you were too dense to figure it out. The dog.
I've been here all of 5 minutes.
Man's best friend. But now you've taken all my friends from me.
I have, haven't I? Oh dear. So I'm free to leave?
Isn't it obvious? You've run the failsafe, disrupted everything. I have no power over you.
There's the door.
You have no
Go.
power here, Stanislaus the Brown. So my father's okay? I can get him back?
Yes, I'm sure he's fine. No doubt when you leave the simulation, he'll be waiting for you.
Good.
But there's no one waiting for me.
Oh. Well, you should have been dead 200 years, so... You know. Swings and roundabouts. Get it? Swings and roundabouts. Good doggy. The door should be here. And there's dear old Dad hopping out of his... Hey, where's my wig gone?
Son, you've saved me. I was afraid I'd be trapped in there forever. It's so good to see you, but what are you doing here?
Saving your ass. What are you doing here? You could have been killed.
Well, I didn't expect Dr. Braun to be alive and insane.
True.
I thought I'd just find notes or holotapes. I needed information about Braun and his work on the Gek.
Did you get the information you needed?
I did indeed. Braun's work, the Gek, was designed to readapt environments for living after a nuclear war. It's not entirely stable, but I'm sure the components of that technology are just what we need, what we've been missing all this time. I need to return to Rivet City. Once Madison knows about the Gek, I can get her to see that it really will work.
What about me? What am I supposed to do?
Yes, what about you? Why in fact are you outside the vault at all? I don't even want to know how you got out. As much as I appreciate your help, you were supposed to stay there, to make a life for yourself.
No. Screw the vault. I didn't need that place.
Is that so?
Yes.
You're 19 years old. Are you so sure you know what you want from life already? I suppose it doesn't matter now. I suspect there's no going back for either of us.
Ah.
We'll just have to forge on ahead, won't we?
Right, so we can go back to Rivet City with him. What I'm going to do before carrying on with any more of the main quest is to do some loose odds and ends. So I'm going to say I'm not going with you. I have other things to take care of.
Really? You're not going to join me?
I will,
Coming
in a
all
bit.
this way after me, I'd have thought you'd want to help. I have to keep going. I can't stop now. I'm going back to Rivet City. Meet me there if you change your mind. It would be good to work with you, son.
You will. Can we just talk for a minute?
Of course, son. What's on your mind?
How could you leave me like that? What the hell were you thinking?
I wanted you to be safe. I didn't want this for you. A life out here in this godforsaken war zone. I couldn't tell you what I was doing because I didn't want you following me. A plan which clearly was not as successful as I imagined it would be.
No, it wasn't. Is this about Mom? Are you trying so hard because of what happened to her?
Oh, my son. If only you could have known how much it meant to her. She believed in the work we were doing and was so determined to see it through. She gave up so much for this project. We all did. And I don't want that to have been for nothing.
I think I understand. I'm glad we talked.
So am I, son. While this isn't what I had in mind, it's good to have you with me.
I wanted to talk to you about some things.
What's on your mind?
Okay, never mind. What exactly is this Project Purity?
It started as an idea, really. Remember the Bible passage your mother loves so much? Free, clean water for everyone. What a difference it could make in the lives of everyone here in the wastes. Over time, that idea took the form of a purifier. Not like the one in the vault, though. This one was gigantic, capable of purifying millions of gallons of water at once.
Ooh.
We used the old Jefferson Memorial for the location, right on DC's tidal basin. Someday soon, I hope you'll see it work.
So what happened to Project Purity?
In the year before you were born, things became difficult. There had always been something of a mutant problem in the city, but it became worse. They attacked more frequently and more aggressively. Support for the project eroded as time went on, when we couldn't produce any significant results. Progress came to a halt. And then you were born. Your mother and I had talked about what to do when that time came, but then we lost her, and I had to make a decision. I chose to leave. From what I understand, things happened quickly after that. It became too dangerous for the others to stay, and so the project was abandoned. Dr.
Quitters.
Lee and her team left for what became Rivet City, and Project Purity has sat waiting ever since.
I see. How did Mom really die?
I understand that you have reason to question a good many things I've
Just
told
a
you
little
over
bit.
the years. But your mother... I've never lied to you about what happened. Not once. She died giving birth to you. It was a difficult time. She was so eager to meet you, to make a place for you in the world. If nothing else, please believe that she loved you very much.
What's the big deal about water anyway? I mean, it's not like we need it to survive.
The vault you grew up in had its own water purification system. Clean water was never a worry. Out here, things are different. Water out here is never clean, and almost always irradiated. It's barely able to sustain any kind of normal life. If we can change that, humanity has a real chance at rebuilding, starting over.
Okay. I'll see you in a bit.
Be careful, my son.
So he legs it off to Rivet City, and we can go with him. But we're not... Oh, press the bloody console button again. I thought it crashed. Let's stick the Talon Company armor back on a sec, because I'm gonna shoot these droids. find them and kill them. There's one down there, isn't there? I cannot suffer you to live. There was a couple of other ones, weren't there? The overseer... Ooh. Are you going in to open that? Nope. Pew 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 pew! Get negative karma for that. Where do we find a key for that then? Yes, I know, it's activated elsewhere. I would have assumed that the droids had the key, but honestly I can't remember. Equipment room. Let's try lockpicking this. Decimating. Delighting. Definition? Yeah. Open. Opening hatch in main garage area. Okay. Ooh. Stim. Barracks, psycho. Grenades for some reason. Yep. Nothing in those lockers. Laser rifle, which we'll take. Overseer's password. Hurrah. Oh, recon armor. Do we do it? Yes, we do. This is another one somewhere. Oh, there's combat armor there as well. I mean, I don't know what to do now. We can keep the... So we've got combat armor with a damage rating of 19. Sorry, defense rating of 19. Or we can have the recon armor with the sneak bonus. We'll drop the helmet. We don't want that. Damn it. I'm left with an impossible choice to make. Is there anything that we can do to reduce the weight that we're carrying other than drop something that I really want? Oh no, hang on. I think we're nearly there. We just need to find a few miscellaneous things we can get. Drop some of these. There we go. So I can take both now and decide what I want at a later date. Good-o. So, if we... Oh, hang on. No, we need to stay on this level. I thought I killed you.
Hello, sir.
Hi. This looks like a mainframe room. We don't need to be in here. Where was the door with all the clinic door? Or was it upstairs? I think it's upstairs. Clinic. Overseer's office. No. Clinic on that side. Oh look, I'm naked. What's that? Main entrance. Yeah. Clinic. Recon armor. Recon armor. Nope. Yeah. Does the recon helmet give any bonuses? So I want to wear the recon armor because it's got nearly the same defense rating as the combat armor anyway. Buttons wig. Don't we look absolutely ridiculous? I can't see myself properly. We're future colonial man. Right, let's go check out the overseer's office. can't remember whether I've ever actually been in there before. Don't think I've ever bothered to have my science ability high enough to pick that lock. Beep, beep, beep. Open. So this is Stanislaus Brown's office. You are no longer authorized to use tranquility yeah, whatever. He's a very old man. It's like finding Mr. House in New Vegas. Silenced 10mm pistol. Don't really need that. Is there any way we can shut down the pods? Nice map. Okay, does that just mean he's just stuck in there? There's nothing we can do. Well, this was a bit pointless, wasn't it? We have a safe and just him there. Hang on. Is that because we don't have our vault suit? Let's test this theory. Sorry, bear with me 1 second. I know this is a bit dull. Move. Does that say this? Yeah, that says the same. I wonder if it's because we're not wearing the vault suit. Which locker was it in? If we activate the jumpsuit. No, I think it'll just say the same. So it looks like there's pretty much nothing we can do with Stanislaus Brown. That's a bit weird. I thought it'd at least let us get him out of his box. Like he's some collectible toy or something. Ah, well. Nope. Maybe it requires us to come in here before... if we can jump up on top and do anything with the... nope, doesn't look like it. Finance clipboard, desk with nothing in it, earnings, suitcase with nothing in it, locker with nothing in it. Pretty much nothing to do with it. And shoot them. Right, well, that was pointless. Unless I've just obviously missed something. Anyway, we're going to leave it there for now. We've rescued Dad from Dr. Brown's not homicidal, maniacal, criminal captivity within the holographic prison. And we're going to do some side quests, I think, next episode. Hello.
Hello, sir.
Hi. Just to take a break from the main story quest. I don't want to finish the actual main story too quickly. So yeah, that's it for this episode. Thanks very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Cheerio.